Okay, so right now we're going to talk about nouns and how to recognize them. The first thing to understand is that many nouns in English have common endings. So the end of a noun often has certain letters, such as ance, ence, and so on through this list. So this list is quite important to remember because recognizing the end of the word can help tell you if the word is a noun or not. Let's look at an example. If we look at the word toxicity, it might be a word that you've never heard before and you're not familiar with, but you can still recognize if it's a noun, and that's because of the ending. So if we look at the ending here, it's ity. So we go to our list and look down and we see, aha, here's ity. So toxicity is probably a noun. You don't know the meaning, and maybe you don't know where the word comes from, but you know that it's a noun because of the ending. A second example, vacancy. Again, if we look at the end of the word, we have ancy. Here we have our noun ending list, ancy. So again, we can say, yeah, vacancy is a noun. Another example, neighborhood, the ending hood. Again, here it is on our list. So we can say, oh yeah, I think neighborhood is probably a noun. You do have to be a little bit careful about this because sometimes there are endings that fit for nouns and adjectives or nouns and verbs, and we'll talk about those later. But the basic idea is that here you have common endings, and if you recognize them, you can be pretty sure that the word is a noun. So if we look at a sample question, you can see the sentence, this is an extremely urgent something, so we need to finalize our plan by next week. Now, you might say, okay, here I have an adjective, so I probably have a noun following it. And if you need to choose a noun, and you know you need a noun, how do you recognize it? You look at the ending. So we have decision, S-I-O-N, decide, I-D-E, decisive, I-V-E, and decisively, L-Y. Based on our list, we look here and we say, here's S-I-O-N, so this is the answer. Decision must be a noun. And that's how you recognize nouns.